You'd think an actor who was part of one of the most beloved sitcoms of all time would occasionally revisit the show that made him a household name. But for Adam Scott, rewatching Parks and Recreation isn't on his to-do list, and not because he dislikes it. Instead, the reason is much more sentimental. Recently, Scott opened up to Rob Lowe on the Literally podcast about why he avoids watching Parks and Rec. "There's something that I miss so much, which is why I never watch Parks," Scott explained. "It's because it just makes me sad. It makes me miss everybody." He went on to say that he never took the experience for granted, always appreciating how fortunate he was to be part of something so special. But the deep friendships and cherished memories make it difficult for him to revisit the show without feeling a sense of longing. Lowe's, who played the ever-enthusiastic Chris Traeger, agreed, noting that television projects don't always create lasting bonds like the ones forged on Parks and Rec. "It's a little mercenary sometimes," Lowe admitted, emphasizing how rare it is to work on a show where the cast truly becomes a family. "Parks is you and Pratt and Amy and everybody, Aziz and Aubrey. We're all in our thread. We're all there for each other." That sense of camaraderie wasn't always a given. When Scott and Lowe joined the series in Season 2, they were stepping into an already established world. "The transition was a bit nerve-wracking. I had never seen the show before we came on it," Lowe confessed. "It's so different. It's like an indie movie." Scott recalled being unsure of the show's tone and style. "They really started finding it on the road," he said, describing how the series evolved over time. "Their first scene together was an unforgettable moment. We're standing behind the door, just met, and in we go. And it's Ben Wyatt and Chris Traeger. We didn't know what the files we were doing," Lowe laughed. Scott added that he was initially confused about the show's documentary-style format. "I remember after the first take, that is, Parks director, Dean Holland came up and was like, 'So, it is like a mock documentary, but you don't need to keep looking at the camera.' That uncertainty, however, led to what became a signature Ben Wyatt move, the awkward yet hilarious glance to the camera that fans came to love. Over time, Scott settled into his role, shaping Ben Wyatt into a character that audiences adored. But looking back, he admits that in the beginning, Ben was far from the lovable nerd fans know today. "You were a huge dick," Lowe joked. Scott agreed, laughing. "I was a total dick." For Scott, Parks and Recreation was more than just a job. It was an era of his life that he holds dear. And while fans continue to enjoy the series over and over, for him, watching it only brings back a wave of nostalgia that's too powerful to handle. Sometimes, the best memories are the ones you keep in your heart rather than on your screen. Stay subscribed for more videos.